Today you will learn what is ambition habits and how it can help you build confidence in your sport. So don't go anywhere, I will see you very shortly. Welcome to Ambition Habits. Hi, I'm Tiff. Lovely to see you here for today's episode. What we're going to be focusing on today is how you can build your confidence, and we're going to create some awarenesses around that in the sense of what's actually holding you back from building that confidence, creating those awarenesses on what you need to do in moving forward to create confidence in you so that you're getting yourself set to accomplish whatever it is you need to be accomplishing out in the arena of your sport. And also it will help you in everyday life. But what we want to be focusing on now are some really simple tips on what you can do in moving forward to help you accomplish your sports goals in the sense of self-confidence. So before we do that, what I want to share with you quickly is why did ambition habits develop and evolve, and what it's designed to do to help for you. So ambition habits came along. It's been sitting in my back of my mind for a long time. I'm a golf professional. I teach golf. I take women on golf tours. I'm a professional tennis coach. I've taught many people over the years in tennis and golf. I'm an accomplished sports person myself and continue to be so as I grow older. You never want to stop playing sport as you get older, especially if you're a sports person like me. You just want to play it more and more while your body's willing and able and your mind's willing and able. So the thing that I wanted to design for women was a way in which that they could build confidence in themselves so that they could go out and feel really good about themselves when they're playing sport. And it was really not so much about the elite level of sport, even though a lot of the strategies I'm going to share with you can apply to that. But it was mostly about helping the everyday female athlete. And what I mean by that is that woman who goes out and plays during the week in whatever competitions she's playing, tennis, golf, bowls, karate, soccer, walking soccer, pickleball, whatever those sports may be for you. And whether you're doing it during the week or whether you're doing it on the weekend, you might be going away for local competitions, or regional competitions, you might be playing local competitions, you might be focusing on playing state competitions, whatever that is. But I felt that was a big thing that was really missing for women. And because I teach so many women, especially in golf these days, is a lot of it is they're worried about letting people down. They're worried about not being good enough. They're worried about, even if they take up the sport of golf, that they're never going to be good enough. They're going to hold everyone back. They're going to look like a fool. And they really lack that confidence within. Some of them have never played sport before, growing up and, raising a family and all of that. And they've come to 60 something years of age and have now retired and very much a grandparent, but want to take something up for them, and they're looking to take up other sports. Golf's been a big one that I've been focused on with women, and yet they still feel that they're not going to be good enough. And there's a lot of that feeling of inadequacy about them because they've never played sport before. So the thing that I felt like what women really need is a way in which and strategies and skills in place in how they can overcome that. So that's where really Ambition Habits was born, was listening to a lot of women and discussing with a lot of women over the time of that feeling of not being good enough, or that feeling of never playing sport before, or that feeling of feeling inadequate, or that feeling of feeling overwhelmed, feeling very nervous about putting themselves out there and learning a new sport. So hence Ambition Habits was born. And so what the goal is to help build confidence in the sporting woman. Okay, so it doesn't really matter if you're a beginner or you're intermediate, you're advanced, or you've just taken up a new sport in something else, or you're thinking about playing a new sport, or you've been playing for some time but you're finding that some things are starting to hold you back and you're not really sure why. I can guarantee it's all about what's going up in your mind. So what we're going to be focused on in Ambition Habits is how to deal with that, so that if you're playing socially and you enjoy socially and you want to keep playing socially but you want to play better, we'll have some skills in place for you. If you want to go and maybe start playing some local competitions at your club or so forth, again, we'll have some skills and strategies available there for you to help you. Whether you want to shift from being a beginner into an intermediate or advanced in whatever sport that you're playing, or you've got bigger aspirations and you want to go and play state and national and even go and play world events, great, we're here for you as well. I've got a lot of experience in my own sporting side, and because I've been playing sport my whole life, I've been coaching sport pretty much since I was an adult, so it's a number of years now, I won't tell you how long, but I'm still that competitive athlete that wants to accomplish big things. I've just recently taken up a new sport, lawn bowls. Absolutely love it. I'm absolutely hooked, so I've got big aspirations on what I want to accomplish from that sport. So I'm going on my next journey from tennis to golf to now lawn bowls. Of course, pickleball's going to start coming in there as well. Of course, there's going to be other sports, but we want to put ourselves in a position where we're going to perform better, whatever that level is, socially, in practice, competition level, whatever that is. So that's how really Ambition Habits came about, because I wanted to help that everyday female woman who wanted to take up a sport, lack the confidence. I can show you the way on how to do that, how to develop the skills, how to, in any sport we can work on. It doesn't have to be necessarily tennis, golf, lawn bowls, pickleball, soccer, whatever the sport is that you're really passionate about, I can help you do that. And majority of the time, it's going to be what's up here. The skill level will develop, but it'll be usually what your self-talk and your attitude about what's going on in learning the sport and advancing in the sport will be the thing that will possibly hold you back or help you advance. But like I said, we're here to help you do that, so I'm very excited about that. So what does really Ambition Habits mean? Well, it's really about you developing the habits. So it'll be, mental habits, it'll be physical habits, it'll be nutritional habits, it'll be physical habits, it'll be sports skills habits, to help you accomplish your ambition is really what that's about. So because my focus and my expertise is in sport and has been my whole life, I've played sport my whole life, I love sport, I live and breathe sport, I felt that it was a great way to help women in whatever level they're at, beginner, intermediate, advanced, thinking about playing a sport, lacking confidence, wanting to accomplish some big goals, wanting to accomplish some local sporting goals, or whatever it may be. I felt that I have the experience in place because I've been part of this industry for my whole life, that I can help you create those habits that you need to have in place to accomplish whatever that ambition is that you're going after. So that's how Ambition Habits came about. So I'm really excited about Ambition Habits. Quickly, I'll just share my story with you because it's been a journey. So, growing up, I really wanted to be a professional tennis player. 6 years of age, I fell in love, might have been 7, fell in love with tennis, and I knew that that was my sport. I knew that that was the thing that I was going to pursue for the rest of my life. That's what I felt like at the age of 7. I just knew exactly what I was going to be when I finished school. I was going to be a professional tennis player. I was going to travel the world, make lots of money, play incredible tournaments, be rich and famous, all of that sort of stuff was the plan. And as I grew older, I became more self-conscious. So especially 15, 16 years of age, I started to doubt myself. Yes, I had some negativity around me from people, not my parents. My parents were very supportive and loving. My mum, was there every step of the way and wanted to help me in any way that she could. But yeah, I felt very self-conscious, started to worry about my performances, started to worry about what people thought of me. I used to train really, really hard. I went to a tennis academy when I'd finished school, and trained really, really hard there, but I felt like I wasn't progressing. We do a lot of drills, a lot of training. I did extra training, so at times I'd be training anywhere between 10, 12 hours a day, working really hard physically. And I went overseas and played some tournaments and all that kind of stuff, but I just never got past the first round, and I was just really frustrated and upset why that didn't happen. And I didn't know at the time that it was actually what was going on in my mind that was actually holding me back. And so when I decided to give up that dream, which was absolutely devastating, I then later on went on this journey of discovery of what was it that actually held me back from accomplishing those big dreams that I had in my sport. And what I discovered was it was lack of self-confidence, it was lack of belief, it was poor self-talk. Never thought I was good enough, thought I was a joke, never thought I'd be able to accomplish anything because I just couldn't do that, because why would the likes of me be able to do that? Even though I knew that I had the talent physically, I had the skills in place, it was a constant put down that I had in place for me. So I constantly put myself down. So at the time I didn't know that. But when I took up golf in my 30s, I was like, I've got these tennis demons coming back to haunt me. And so this is really when the journey started on discovering what it was that actually held me back from my tennis, because it was coming up in my golf. So I went on this huge personal development journey to discover actually what was going on. So like I said, it was all that lack of self-confidence, lack of belief, poor self-talk, and everything else around that. So never thought I was good enough. So that it was tackling those demons and working through that. And that's what I had focused on from that, because I didn't want to repeat history in the sense of have that same disappointment that I had in tennis. I didn't want to repeat that in another sport. So I began to work on that. Throughout that time though, I was a tennis coach, I've been a golf coach, I take women overseas, around the world, overseas, locally in Australia here for golf tours, in helping them build their confidence in their golf. And I'm really passionate about helping not just women in golf but women in sport in the local level, because I feel like they're the ones that are missing out. I feel like there's other women who and young athletes that are getting looked after at the elite level, and the younger ones, they're being encouraged to come through, which is fantastic. But I find that local woman competitor who's playing that weekly competition, whether it be during the week or on the weekend, seems to miss out and seems to lack that confidence. And because they don't have that aspiration of being a professional athlete, then they think that they don't need to work on that mental side in building that confidence in themselves. And I can tell you, it doesn't matter what level of sport you play, you need to build that confidence within you, because the thing is you want to feel really good about what you're doing when you're playing the sport. You don't want to walk out there and go, oh gee, I'm not good enough, gee, I'm terrible, gee, I played hopeless today, why did I bother showing up? I'm just not good enough. I think I'll give up the sport. I'll be better off, going and do some ironing, or, going to the gym, or going and look after the grandkids, or doing whatever it may be, rather than playing sport. And I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to be that way. All you need to do though is start building that confidence within, and I'm going to show you through Ambition Habits how to do that. So let's talk about how to build self-confidence right now. How can we do that? So in my book, it's called Focus, How to Reach Your Potential in Sport, Business and Life. And really it's based on my lessons learned from sport. And the book's really about building belief and confidence within. What I share in that book is, it's called TFAR, T-F-A-R. And what it stands for is T is for thoughts, F is for feelings, A is for actions, and R is for results. So if we think about it this way, your thoughts will influence your feelings will influence your actions, and then your actions will produce whatever those results may be. So if you think about it, like if you're thinking really positively about something, you say, oh gee, I'm really good at playing golf, for example, I've got a really good swing. I hit the ball great off the tee, right? So your thoughts about that is like, I feel really good about that. So when you step out onto the tee box, then you go, oh yeah, I feel really good about that. So the feeling is that feeling within you, feeling quite confident, right? Then the action that you're going to produce is you're going to hit a lovely shot down the center of the fairway, because you're confident within that you can actually produce that action, right? Because your thoughts are, I'm really good at it. I feel really good at it because I feel really confident at it. And then you can produce that action. Then the result is you hit the ball down the middle of the fairway and it's like, yoo-hoo, happy days, right? Fantastic. But then we could go the other way and we flip it over into the negative side. And again, the TFR, thoughts, feelings, actions and results. So if you step onto the tee box and you go, I can't drive, I'm not very good at golf, I'm too nervous, I'm going to let everyone down, it's so embarrassing being here, I'm just so hopeless at golf, then your feelings is like, you don't feel confident, right? You feel nervous, you feel worried, you're worried about what other people think of you. Your body language shows that too. You slump yourself around, you talk yourself down, you tell everyone that you're not good enough anyway. Then you go to play your shot. So we're talking about then the action. You go to play your shot, you muff it up, you hit it right or left, or you top it, doesn't go very far. Completely embarrassed. And then that's the result, isn't it? You're completely embarrassed, haven't hit the ball where you wanted it to. But if you look at it, your approach was negative thoughts, negative feelings, you created negative actions, and then you created negative results. And something as simple as that can actually affect your confidence in how you perform in your sport. So the thing is you've got to look at what are you actually thinking when you're going to play your sport. What is your approach? Like, because I've taken up lawn bowls recently, I've noticed a lot of women will talk themselves down. Oh, I'm not good enough at this. I'm not good enough at sport. I'm not, I've never played sport before, so I'm not going to be good at this sport. I see that in golf all the time. Don't worry, ladies, women. I hear it from the men as well. I was having a conversation with a guy this morning who's in his 70s. He goes, oh no, I'm not good at lawn bowls. Oh no, I'm not good at golf. I'm not good at... So therefore then he's not going to be good at that either, because he talks himself down. The thing is we have to talk ourselves up, okay? So the thing is we want to be aware of what our thoughts are, what our feelings are, what our actions are, because they're the things that are actually going to produce our results. So here is what I want you to look at today. When you go and play your sport, whenever that may be, straight after you're listening to this podcast or watching this video, because it's on video also, what I want you to be aware of, and all we're going to do today is just create awarenesses. What is it that's going on in your head? Okay, I just want you to be aware. Maybe take a notebook with you and take some notes as you go, and actually start being aware of actually what's going on. So I want you to note down what your thoughts are, okay? Let's be aware of them today. So what are your thoughts around your sport? What are you thinking about your sport? Once you've done that, then I want you to put F for feeling, not anything else, but F for feeling. And that's your emotions. What are the emotions that you're actually feeling around the sport that you're actually going to go and play or even practice today? What is it that your feelings are around that? Then I want you to record what are the actions then you are taking. What is it? Are you repeating the same error each time? Are you replicating a great technique each time? Just record what's going on, okay, with regards to the actions. And then the final one is then the result. What is actually the result? So if you're making a lot of errors and you're mucking up a lot and things aren't happening and you're shaking your head and putting your hands on your hips and so on, is it the fact that it's your thoughts that are negative, you're talking yourself down, that are creating the feelings that you're frustrated and angry and disappointed and what's the point of this, I'm never going to get this type attitude that's creating these actions and results for you? that's holding you back, right? So we want to see if that's the thing that's going on for you. Or is it the fact that, you know what, I am actually good at this. Gee, you know, I do talk myself up about this, and my feeling is like I feel really confident about this, and so those actions and results will show that. So I just want you to create an awareness around that today. So that's what your homework is going to be. So I want you to come back to me, whether you leave a message below here, wherever you hear this podcast or video episode. You can reach out to me and send me an email in my email address, whatever it is that how you want to contact me, and let me know what your TFAR is going on, whether it's positive or negative, what the self-talk's actually going on, what kind of actions and results you're actually producing for yourself today, right? So we're going to focus on those awarenesses today. So I hope you really enjoyed today's episode. Love it if you could share with me below what you like best about what you heard today. And remember this, dream big, believe in you, go after your dreams. Take care, talk soon. Bye for now.